It's on.
It's going now, isn't it? Cool. Hi, Sean again. And folks who read New River Journal. Hi, it's me again. I'm outside now because the echo is too much. And I'm sweaty. I rode my bike here. I tried to race another biker who was much faster than I am. And I tried to do it wearing this, and so I'm sweating. You have to forgive me. Alright, Sean, let me ask you a question honestly. It says, can you start off discussing how you first became interested in digital poetry? Okay. Honestly, I first became interested, I think, because I was frustrated with the way regular sort of print poetry never seemed to encapsulate all the ideas and sort of understandings and random thoughts, the segues and the strange lines that come off of what you're writing. Never seemed to encapsulate all that. You know, the way I think of digital poetry, and I've probably said this forever and ever and ever, it's more of a situation where it's everything's a text. Does that make sense, Sean? I'll wait for a response. Yes, it does. Everything's a text, so in a sense that all multimedia elements, the interface, the images, the sounds, the interactivity, the animation, everything is actually a text that fits into a digital poem. So to construct a digital poem, I was really interested in, you know, how can I use all those elements to actually write something? I don't think I'm making any sense. Right, it says, how did your relationship evolve? I don't know, I mean, I think the good thing about digital poetry is there are no rules. So how my relationship evolved is I just started making more stuff. It's constant experimentation, I think. I'm not even sure if it's a linear evolution. I think it's quite chaotic in a way. I mean, you're just sort of making things and you decide to make something else because based on another interface, you find some images and you like those and you use them for a different work. I don't know necessarily that it has evolved. I think instead it's just mutated randomly and become a series of different weird creatures and monsters, and some of them tend to be successful and some don't. Why they're successful, honestly, I'm not always sure why. Some of my favorite works have gotten very little attention, whereas things I made that I was just alarmed by become very, very powerful for other people. So again, I think because there's no rules, there's no conventions, there's not any clear direction for how digital poetry itself has evolved, then I don't know if my work necessarily has evolved. I love doing it, I love experimenting, but at the same time, you know, it is at that experimental stage. It's at this moment where we're trying to figure out, how do we actually do this? How do you be a poet using all these different languages and texts, all these different multimedia bits? And aside from that, I got into it because I thought it was probably going to be the sexiest form of literature. Because no one cares about poets anymore. No one cares about fiction writers, or playwrights, or people that write essays, or people that write books, or for newspapers, or people that write signs or weird notes to their friends. People only love digital poets, I think. That's it. They only love them. So I had to be one, basically. So now I'm one of 9 worldwide. Thanks, Sean. On to the next question.